Hey, Chris, we just launched a new update for Noble Fates. What do you think?
I think everybody is really tired and they're sleeping. Oh, the update. Yeah, we launched, what's it called?
The Adventure Update.
Oh yeah, the adventure update. Yeah, it was quite an adventure to make the adventure update. It was a long winding road. We had to do this a little bit, and then we made it. And so yeah, we have an adventure update now.
Very cool. So should we just jump right in and talk about it as we're playing?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool. So, can't remember, should we do 28 or 30 to start?
31st.
31st. All right.
28 special.
So I'm driving the controls today, and Chris has created a scenario for me to check out. So, I'll get a little surprise as we go.
I'm like the Contra in Matt's ear while he plays the game.
Probably like a an evil, more evil than good, actually.
Maybe.
All right, look at this place.
Yeah, hey, look at my little kingdom.
That's
so
cool.
I made this kingdom. I had to test some stuff out, and then I was like, hey, I'm gonna build up this space. And so I actually started with that ramshackle thing at the upper, not that one, the one to the far right.
This one here.
Go down. Yeah. Oh, if you press Z. Look at all these shelves in here. So I was like, I guess I started planning my kingdom, and I was like, let's put everything inside. And then I was like, oh, we need more storage. So I made a basement and more storage.
Look at that.
And then I was like, there's too many resources to store all those in here. And so then I just put overflow storage outside, and that became the storage building.
Cool. And what are these right here?
Oh, these are stone blocks. Those are new with this update.
It's pretty cool. What can I make with those?
Yeah, so this update, we added a brand new tier of building structures. And so before we had stone, the stone that Matt made, and now we have the fancy stone, the fine stone that our good artist David Hegman made. And it'll let you build epic castles. So first you got to go and mine it down. So if you spin around, and go straight forward there, and then slice some layers down, you'll see my little mine.
Oh, okay, here. Let me go through the entrance. Okay.
Yeah, so I popped a little hole in the ground there because I saw some stone, and then we just stone, and then we had a lot of stone, and then I was like, oh wait, I need iron in order to make the stone cutting table, which is a new table. So then I just started going deeper. And usually if you go down like 7-8 layers or
whatever. Oh, sorry, I thought I'd like visit in person, you know?
Oh, okay. All right.
Cool. All right, let's see.
Your apartment?
Aha. Okay, I'm pretty bad with directions. I think it was over here, though.
It is that way, yep. There might actually be a bug that causes a problem with this. The camera doesn't always behave great when you're underground in ruler mode. We'll see how it goes.
Oh.
I think it's straight up to your left. Hello, friend. We have some visitors visiting. So yeah, so this update is called the Adventure Update, but we also wanted to add, it's really focused on mid-game, end-game, and so we added this new stone tier for you to, kind of tight in here.
Yeah, it is tight.
Oh, yeah, perfect. You did it. Okay, just keep going and go more. So we mined all this stone out.
Oh gosh, it keeps going. Look at that.
Yeah, dude. We had to go down to find the iron. So what I do is I go down to like layer like -8. Oh my goodness. And then I just start branching out, and look at this. We found some iron.
Oh, cool.
There's some above too. I didn't even know that was up there. And
so we were all the way down. That's us. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I usually go down to like 7 or 8 layers, and then I'll just do like a crisscross pattern and just shoot out until I find iron or copper. And so we happen to find iron and copper. And so we needed iron to go make the new table. If you go back to your base.
Yes.
Yep.
Really your base. But yes.
Yeah. Base. So in that building to the upper left one, yep, that's the crafting building. Right one, right one,
Oh, right here.
right,
Okay,
other
cool.
right, this one. Yep, there's a crafting building, and there's a new stone cutting table in there. You can see it back towards the middle. Yeah, there you go. And so I am just cutting up those stones. And so basically, the old stone tier, we made it cheaper, a little less good, and then we added this new fine stone tier that you use manufactured stone blocks. And so you have your people, your crafters, cut up the blocks into the stone blocks, and then you can make new stone stuff.
Cool.
So real
And
quick,
so it looks like you convert these into these then. Is that correct?
that's exactly right. Yeah, and
Cool.
it takes two of those, two stones to make one stone block.
Cool.
Um,
That's awesome.
and your crafting people can do it. And I think the yield or quality is based on skill of the crafter.
This is a
But
popular room, by the way. A lot of people
yeah,
hanging
people
out in
like it.
here.
It turns out I forgot to make a dining hall, and so they kind of just eat wherever. Sometimes they eat down in the mine. They go all the way down there and eat, which I don't. It doesn't seem like the ideal place to have lunch, but I don't know. They seem to like it. And then we've got, of course, from our prior update, we've got our little inn over here. We made it out of ramshackle because it
That's
was
all
cheap.
they.
Yeah, that's all they just need a bed, a place to lay down. And so we threw this in here. We've got our seed storage behind there against that wall. Next
Oh, that's
to our
cool.
variety of farms. Yeah, it's sort of covered, right? So, we don't want any
That's awesome.
extra seeds sprouting. And then on the other side, we started building apartments. And to the left of these apartments, we have this little tower with new
Oh.
little friends in it.
Tell me more. What are these guys?
These guys are messenger hawks. So the magical messenger hawks are part of the new update, and they enable kingdoms to communicate between each other without sending an envoy. And so when you build the perch, if you click on the little perch underneath them,
Absolutely. Click on this blue one.
yeah, you build these little messenger perches, and if you have these available, then you will get hawks from other kingdoms. You potentially will get hawks from the other kingdoms in your world with petitions for you to go on adventures for them. And there's a new tab down bottom, that guy,
If I click
that
it.
lights up, yep, whenever you get one of these petitions. And they're listed from actionable to unactionable, newest to oldest.
You rejected
And
some in
so-
the past.
Yeah, I rejected them and ignored them and went on some. And so this is kind of your hub where you get to choose what adventures you want to go on. And if you go on them at all, you can ignore them, you can reject them, you can delegate them, you can just send some serfs to try to handle it. Yeah, and this is the adventure hub.
Look at this.
Yeah.
The Icky Skimps have a gift for us.
Oh yeah, so that's the other thing. So the petitions do more than just open the door to adventures. You can get gifts from other kingdoms if they like you, or if they're just smaller than you and they're kind of scared of you, they'll send you stuff so that you're nice to them. And you can also get demands from other kingdoms if they're bigger or if they don't like you.
Bullies.
Sometimes those, yeah, exactly. They like to bully. Sometimes those demands can either, if you fail to satisfy them, they could lead to war. Or if you do satisfy them for someone you're at war with, they might end a war. And so there's kind of new paths to all of the exciting diplomatic stuff.
Could we accept this gift?
I think so. Yeah. So yeah, basically you have a list on the left. You click the one you want to interact with. Use the buttons on the right.
Are we Cardinal Tucky?
You are.
We rock.
You rock.
Eliza has a
And
gift.
roll. All right.
I think I will take it.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
Eliza,
is-
and it looks like Eliza gets pissed if I don't accept their gift.
Yeah. It's kind of, you don't want to shun. They sent their hawk over here carrying this item, and this is all taking place via hawks fluttering about in the background of this conversation. And so, yeah, this is a new thing showing up. So, first of all, I really like this because you get to actually interact with the other rulers. Before, the only time you got to interact with them was when they came to try to conquer you. And now you get to interact with them and see their face and, right, pen pal back and forth with them. But then they gave us the gift. It revealed to us the special traits of that gift. And then if you close this, boop, there it is.
Should I feel like, it would be a great honor if Tucky wore the pig hide greaves.
That's awful nice of you. That's extra cool. And now that messenger hawk has left us.
Yeah.
And your kingdom actually gets one as well. So you need one messenger hawk. The number of petitions you can receive at any given time are based on the number of messenger hawks or the number of messenger perches that you have, as well as your kingdom size. And then if you don't have enough to accommodate your own messenger hawk, they'll just fly around in space. So you only need, like, if you want to deal with 4 petitions at once, you only need 4 of them, and your hawk can just fly around infinitely because it's magical.
That is nice when you're magical.
It is. It is a nice trait of being magical. You just have you're an infinite energy machine. So maybe we should go on an adventure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So pull one of these up. So we have, looks like 2 requests here. Ooh.
Fire problem. My goodness.
Yeah, listen, that's the thing. They have misinformation is spreading amok. So if you look at this petition on the right, you'll get details about here. M is a liar, and they're part of a group that they're leading. It looks like the M Wanderers. And if you hover on the other person,
Itchy.
Itchy. Oh, Itchy's crime is fraternizing with liars. So that's actually a new thing with this update too. We actually formalized and recognize punishable offenses that people in your world commit. And so, someone has accused M of being a liar, and you can choose to punish them for that. That includes execution or imprisonment. And you actually can imprison or punish the Itchy there for fraternizing with them. So it's kind of up to you whether you just take out him or take out
It's a
everybody.
harsh world. My goodness.
It is, it's listen, all it takes
Specifically,
is
I didn't read this. Assassinate liars. My goodness.
Yeah, take them out. And so if you scroll down on that thing on the right, it'll show you what you get. So Prince Toe will like you if you do it, and then you get 16 silver.
And I do like some silver.
I
just
a pretty
wanted
good
to
deal for assassinating some liars.
also click this one because it seemed like there's a lot of people involved.
Ooh, this one's good.
Woo.
Oh yeah, and so the other thing, click back to the other one real quick.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
So it has the difficulty on there. So difficulty low. If you hover over that, it will show you how they stack up relative to your kingdom. And so that bar, the length of the green bar there is your kingdom's. It's like normalized around your kingdom. So if that bar was fully red, that would mean they're the same number of people are there as your kingdom has. Or if the health one was fully red, that would mean they have as much health as your kingdom. And so it's kind of to help you gauge yourself against it. So this one's a low difficulty one, and so it probably wouldn't be too bad. Maybe only a couple people need to go, and the rewards aren't as good. If you click that other one, where there are a bunch more people, clearly this one is more difficult. And you can see down there on the ranged bar, it's actually all the way full and then some, and that means that their range capabilities are even higher than our kingdom. So that's something for us to think about if we were to go on this adventure. Like maybe we want to take the new shields with us.
Oh. Should I respond to this one, you think?
Yeah, I mean, let's do it. We might die, but that's okay. It happens.
It happens to the best of us. A band of rebels have risen up nearby and are threatening our kingdom. Deal with them, and we shall be ever in your debt. I mean, I like that. I want Barry to be in our debt for sure.
That sounds like a good thing to have.
All right, yeah. Barry's stoked about it. Yeah. So let's deal with the rebels. Yeah.
Yeah. And currently, there's no for the adventures. There's no downside to not going. You can reject them or ignore them without repercussions. We may revisit that in the future, but we kind of wanted it to be, we don't want you to have to worry so much about them coming in. We wanted it to be like, hey, here's a chance to help them out, and you could get something for it. Now you do get, if you see down at the bottom there, if you fail the mission, like if we go and try to evict these rebels and we fail to do it, we get a small esteem hit for that other ruler. Not too bad. So
Should we really quick? I just want to kind of check our people's belongings before we head out. I just want to make sure we're kind of equipped for the situation.
sounds Yeah, so what I like to do, so we mentioned it briefly on that other screen, but we added shields now. And so the role of shields, we want to have kind of this rock, paper, scissory thing going on with combat. And so the role of shields are that they enable a melee person to have improved defenses against ranged people. Uh, yeah, look at this sweet little wooden shield. And there's like four there's five tiers of shields. There's wood, hide, leather, bronze, and steel shields. And each of them raise the armor more, and they have lots of prestige and can have buffs just like everything else. But so the way the shields work is it's sort of like the parry mechanic we had before, where when there's an attack incoming to that person, it'll roll their melee skill against the range skill of the attacker. But with shields against ranged attacks, there's a pretty big boost. And it's worth noting that there's actually a deficit for shields against melee attackers because they're kind of unwieldy and big and so can leave you open to melee attackers, and so that's something to keep in mind. So yeah, we should probably, if we're gonna go do this, we should make sure a couple people that we send have shields.
Okay, so it looked like Nen had a shield. I think Atto has a shield.
Nen's a pretty good fighter. So one thing I like to do, like as you're clicking through, down here, yeah, on the bottom left there, you'll see melee, ranged, and armor. Those are really the kind of the important stats. So yeah, like Berg's is good fighter. Juan is good. So Juan is the builder. Nen is the crafter. Tucky is the cook. But yeah, they're all pretty good fighters. So you can actually access this information on the dispatch screen as well if you go back over to the petition. So click on and dispatch. So if you hover over any of those people, you're going to get like a little pop-up of their character sheet. So what's cool is if you see the probability of success down there in the center, if you
Yep.
hover over the impossible there, it'll show how your party stacks up against them. So the empty green bar is your full kingdom, but like, you probably don't want to send your whole kingdom every time, right? So as you add and remove people from the potential party, it's going to change this probability of success and show you on those bars how you stack up.
Well, let's say, should we just solo it, No, I'm just kidding. But we
That
do
seems
have
like a
some green
good
now.
idea. Yeah, so we have some gear that's based on the quality and prestige of our gear, which is kind of a good approximation of how strong it is. And yeah, you'll see these bars start going up as you add more people. Getting
Oh,
closer.
impossible.
Oh, low.
Low.
All right. So low means like your people will probably retreat. Like it could be a toss up. Yeah, listen, you need more people.
Whew.
There you go.
Medium. We could do a full kingdom press, Just saying.
It's funny that your gear bar is taller than your kingdom's gear bar. I'm not quite sure how that happens, but it's probably because it happened after we gave someone stuff after the petition came in. But yeah, so you choose who you want to go, and one important thing to think about, two important things to think about. First, far upper right, you can see that the ruler is separate. If you unclick the ruler real quick, the embark button down bottom changes into a dispatch button. So if the ruler is not going, then the contra doesn't go, and so you're delegating this adventure to this group that you're choosing, and they'll just go take care of it. And hopefully they're successful. Maybe they won't be. If it's low difficulty, you can send a couple people and just let them do it. And what's cool about that is you get to stay here and work on your base. But if you recheck your ruler up there, it turns into an embark instead, and this means you're going to go with. And then the other important thing to keep in mind here is the cost at the bottom left. So it says here, so travel meals used to just be kind of non-decaying food in our world. And we were beta testing this, and Matt, you were like, I mean, why wouldn't I always just go and send everybody? And so we were like thinking about it, like, do we make like backpacks craftable and consumable? And it turns out we had these travel meals, this cool little travel meal model you had already made, and these things, and it's a perfect use for them. And so basically, to send anybody on an adventure costs one travel meal. That's going to cover their food needs while traveling. So if you go to the other map and spend 20 years there, you still probably want other food, but if you're just traveling there to do your business and come back,
So the meal basically covers your food need in during the map screen, but once you arrive at the destination, then you might need a new food source if you're going to stay there a long time.
that's right.
Cool.
Yeah, and yeah, and they'll show up on the other side with full food or pretty satiated because they've traveled well.
Right.
But, it's kind of they're keeping that one for the trip home. But yeah, so I guess let's click that embark
Whew.
button.
All right. This will be interesting. Quite the battle ahead of us.
All right, so here we get to choose if we want to take anything else with us. So by default, it filters down to just stacked items. So like we could take our fire arrows, we could take all of the milk in the kingdom and coins. Like maybe we're going to trade with people on the other side. We could take stuff. You also are by default set to take all the arrows and torches that your people are already carrying. So, most times I just go with what they're already carrying. And if you hover over the number, like on the arrows, it'll tell you how many they're already carrying versus how many are available.
I hope that we are not shooting over 170 arrows during this sortie, but who knows,
Ooh, hey, take like 100 wood with you.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you're ready, click embark.
Yes, I have everything I want to take. Let's do this.
Go. We're traveling. We're going
Hey,
on
we're
an
doing this
adventure.
weird dance together on this stream and didn't even plan that.
Yeah, that's right. That is. I found that gets your people there faster. All right. So
Oh.
hey, we went to a new place, a new map,
This is a new
new
map.
biome. So this is the mountainous biome, which is, oddly like the plains biome, but a little more, or like the
Temperate.
what would you call it? What was the other one?
The desert?
Well, we have desert now also, but then the default one is what? Like
Temperate.
temperate. That's the word. But yeah, so hey, we traveled to a new map in our world, and so this is like a little pocket world where these rebels have set up headquarters, and we can see things have flipped from the norm. Now we have a little camp, and we are the visitors
We're
to
the
someone else's map.
visitors,
And
aka we're the invaders now.
that's-
I also
and,
love that. I just think it's so cool that you actually like show up and you've got the campfire going and you've got bedrolls and everything. Just very cool.
yeah, it's cool. I love those little touches about our game. And yeah, so you already saw them over here, so they're hanging out. So that guy looks like maybe they're Alma. She looks like she's in a defensive posture.
Leader of the
All right.
water shrimp rebels.
Ooh. And so, oh, hey, on their character sheet, see that little scale next to the rename button?
Yeah.
That shows their crime.
Oh,
So anytime anybody has committed a crime that you can hold them accountable for, you'll see that new little icon there. And so this is a big difference with this update. Before, once you're fighting the bandits or the raiders or whatever, and they decide to leave, once they decide to leave, your people could get upset if you accidentally executed them or imprisoned them. Now that crime will persist as long as they're here in this little map area. So, the fight, even though they decide that they don't want to fight you anymore, that doesn't mean you have to be done.
and
And
Chris, what is this? Why is it smoking? Tell me more.
I I think these rebels allow indoor smoking at their
Like a Denny's in
base.
the early 90s.
That's right. That's right. At 3 a.m. No, so we thought it would be fun. So this base actually looks pretty simple. Like there's just one little ramshackle hut here. But sometimes, especially, as you get into the mid and late game, you'll start getting castles and things like that popping up. And when you're coming here to rescue people or, take out all the rebels, it's fun to not know exactly where everyone is. And so we now obscure the interiors of unfriendly buildings. And so we don't get to see what's inside of there, where the people are, what items are inside there, what props are inside of there until we get somebody in there. We break down the door or we walk in there or we look in there. So I think that kind of makes these, fun.
Well, should we try and destroy these rebels?
Yeah, for sure. Let's use a new tool. I think you know where it is in the old build menu. But we have added tactical catapult.
Catapult. Okay.
Yay!
Man, where should
You
I
get to wield catapults now. And so, yeah, this
be?
just flips the original raids kind of on their head. And so you get to put this wherever you want. That white circle is its range. And it takes 96 wood. Oh, dang.
All right. Well, I'm glad we brought
Nailed
100
that
wood.
number.
Who knew?
Yeah, so, all right, we have a catapult. You can build other structures here. So if you want to like lure them out to you or whatever, you can. Or if you want to like build up defenses around your catapult. I think, we
Gotta learn catapults. That's okay.
many fasts forwards as we learn catapult.
That's like some field expedient learning going on right there. If I needed to build a catapult, I'd have to go through the same process. I don't
I
actually
think
completely
Juan
understand how that works.
has like, what is Juan's build skill under jobs? I think it's like 13 or something.
Oh,
16. Oh yeah, so that's why he's learning so fast. So Juan is a good builder. He learned it, but he decided to take a break.
here,
Juan,
let's
build. It's not time for
oh,
a break.
wood is unreachable. Uh-oh. Maybe I forgot to bring wood.
Oh no, your people need to go and deposit it. But there's another thing you can do now. If you use the little select all button up top now.
Okay.
Wait, there's a button by the portraits. Up top by the portraits. The select all button for your people.
Oh, sorry. Gotcha.
That's okay. So there's this new drop supplies button. So if items are carried by people, they're considered unreachable by someone else. Like Juan isn't gonna go reach in Tucky's pocket and grab the wood. But now that we've dropped everything, he'll go and pick it up and build it.
It's good to know.
So that button's useful at home as well, because a lot of times people carry extra resources for jobs. Dang, look at
Is this like a giant spoon right here?
yeah. I think that's a what do you call it when you do like a photoreal capture of a 3D
Yeah,
model?
this is a photo scan for sure.
Yeah, photogrammetry. That's a photogrammetry of the wooden spoon in Matt's kitchen, as well as the catapult hole. No, it isn't actually.
I should know. I guess I did make that.
Yeah, so we have to tell it where to go, where to shoot. So where do you want that thing to shoot at?
I feel like just right here.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh.
So yeah, right click on the catapult, right click. So that sphere represents, catapults are not perfect devices, okay? And so that's actually the same thing that the attackers, when they raid you with catapults, have to deal with. Hey, do me a favor before you shoot the catapult.
Yes.
Press Z so we can turn the roof back on that
Oh,
base.
yeah, right. Oh, that's cool. You can still see the fog of war inside of the house with the
Yeah,
fun.
it's
That's
so
cool.
cool.
And you're
love
like, he can. Nope, can't see.
it. You don't get to see what's going on.
And I should probably enlist my people, right?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So, yep, select all.
Enlist them. Let's make
And
sure.
then you've got to pick somebody to shoot the catapult.
All right. Of Bergs.
That sounds good.
My Bergs.
So as soon as you do that, you're going to see a progress bar. It's going to start filling up, and then Bergs isn't always choosing the smartest spot to shoot from.
He'll be all right.
That's okay. And then it's going to go. So you might want to, the people you know that are ranged people, you might put them up on a hill or something. But let's watch this first.
Okay, here it goes. I think we might have missed a little bit. Oh, never
They're
mind.
running. They heard it coming.
Wow. Cool. And well, they know we're here. That was quite the doorbell ring. No.
Yeah, we have knocked. They are all exiting. They heard it whistling to the air.
Right.
Oh, and it turns out the interior is no longer obscured. The fog of war has dissipated. So Bergs is going to keep shelling away from his comfortable position inside of the catapult. And so, they have a little intelligence. Like, we wanted to make it so you can't just, like, one-shot these things. Oh, someone's coming. So you can't just one-shot these things. But yeah, it's a great way to take down their defenses. So that is another one of the new things. Given that these guys can set up little bases, they actually assign guard positions to themselves. And so we saw, I forget which one it was, but we saw somebody hanging out front of the base, and they will. Oh, they're coming.
I'm hoping the catapult can get like fire in this group right here as they're going underneath. I might have missed it. Oh wait.
Oh no. Oh yeah, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
Okay, I'm gonna aim right there. I think that's right.
It's gonna be close.
Auto save. Okay, thank you, because I might need to replay the save in 2 seconds after we get killed.
Whoa.
Oh. Okay, cool. I think I might have done a little damage there. I'm gonna bring
you killed one of them. Oh no, wait, that was the one.
My archers back, you think?
I mean, yep. So one thing that's new from last time, it won't be super useful to you in this situation, but there's a new tactic called hold down there, which you can use. It's most useful when you have them on parapets and you don't want them to jump off. But they will literally hold the exact position to get them instead of dancing around. Good. Okay. Okay, we're attacking some rebels. We are evicting rebel scum. We are... yes, okay.
I figured I'd focus a little bit.
I like to put people on push in this scenario when you've got a scrum, and that allows them to kind of find the best way to get to the people. So if you select everybody, press key.
Push?
Yeah. That allows them to kind of freely engage, and so they'll circle around. Looks like you have some incoming fire, maybe?
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, okay. I think...
Oh yeah, get that catapult.
Yeah, let's
Okay, I think they're aware. That's why they're scared of it. That's why they're backing up.
Okay, so they have a sense of the impact zone?
Yeah, for sure. They'll remember. Like, you can see where the ground is grayed there. They know where you shot before. And they can actually kind of deduce where it's likely to land when it's coming through the air. And that's why you saw them, like, they heard it flying through the air and they scattered out of the building. Because we want it really mainly to... Oh, you wrecked him! Yeah, I guess he didn't dodge that one so well.
But we did lose Burge here.
Oh no! Oh, our catapulter. Okay. Get these rebels.
Oh, we're about to... Jesus is about to... Oh.
We'll save that comment for another day.
Yeah.
These rebels are in trouble. So we saw that the difficulty was high, but the catapult really made a difference here, which is nice, and using a little tactics. If we would have just poured everybody in there, I think we'd probably be in a little bit more trouble than we are. So this is going well for us. Are you going to capture... let's call him Jesus. You're going to capture Jesus?
Yes.
Nice. Good job.
And do a little bit of
Oh,
Alma's trying to get out of here. Oh, you know what's interesting? I think Alma is the last survivor, but is also the leader.
Okay.
That's
so she still has that crime. So before, you had to worry about if you had good people, whether you would execute her in this situation. Not anymore. She is considered an enemy combatant.
So I can just...
Yeah, just get in there.
All right, Zachary. Zachary looks like the sort of person that loves to commit executions, so this is going to be just...
Sword to the face. Turns out Zachary's not good at executions, so it might take more than one sword to the face. Sword to the face. Sword to the face.
Come on, Zachary. Come on.
Zachary's terrible at executions. Sword to... Sword to the face.
All right, Techie, you're gonna help with some
All
executions
right.
here.
Yeah, Tucky feels
Alma's
bad
also
for
super
Alma.
tough.
Wow. Oh, it's all that armor she's wearing. You know, it is protecting her.
There
Oh
we
my
go.
Listen, you guys, maybe we should revisit this crime thing because I think that once you have to hit them 27 times in the face with a sword, it should no longer be considered a.
I think that was an Alma thing though. Oh, Hack is not doing so well. Hack's pretty injured.
If you unenlist, people should mostly kind of just sort it. And then let's go over and look at
Clap's
the
healing him.
remains of the base. Because there might
Oh yeah, there could be some stuff.
There might be a treasure chest. There's not a treasure chest. So sometimes there's treasure chests, and if there are, there's little tasty loots in there, but there are not this time.
Well, should we? I mean, we could try to do another quick mission, perhaps.
Let's go back home and delegate some people to do one, and
That's a
then
good idea.
let's build some stuff. Let's check out some new building stuff. So yeah, whenever you want, you can return. You can choose all or nothing. I usually just hit that bottom right all button. Wait. These backpacks are magical at the moment, and they can carry everything. Obviously, something we'll expand on in the future. But yeah, you can sort it all out when you get home. We didn't want you to have to kind of like.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
spend
as
28
fun.
days on that map figuring things out.
Yep.
So now we trot back home, and through the power of magic, decay and timers on needs and things like that have sort of paused while we were away. So that's nice. Hey, we finished the mission, so we get the adventure. So we get a little conversation. Yay!
Awesome.
Like us. The ruler likes us now, and a bronze sword. That looks like a letter opener.
I feel like we deserved more, to be honest, on that one. But the thrill of executing Alma was pretty great.
Yeah, the 27 hits will really reward in and of themselves. But we do get all the loot from these people. So one other thing that's going to happen now. So if you click on one of your people,
See, I think they're coming in. Yeah, from the edge here.
You click on one of them.
Do we need to have someone bring Jesus back here?
I mean, you can. But so one cool thing about our base, if you go over to our base real quick,
Yes.
and look at the far right, right. Yeah. Zoom in, right there. We have a corpse disposal mechanism here, which is consisting of 2 wolves that we have tamed. And so, yeah, wolves were added after the last major update. Wolves are pretty good pets because you can just, maybe you're good, like we're semi-good, we're like neutral leaning good, and so we don't want to butcher people, but they make great playthings for our tamed wolves.
I feel the same way about my dog at home. I'm they gotta eat.
That's actually why we're in 2 separate locations. Matt has invited me over a number of times, and I'm aware that he has a corpse disposal mechanism, and so we meet virtually.
Listen, the corgis need they gotta have meat somehow, so it's crucial.
That's right. They are only 28,000 generations removed from these 2 wolves right here.
That's true.
I think that number is too high. But okay, so other stuff in this update. Let's build a couple things. Let's just look at some of the new toys.
All right, build.
So build under structure. There's now new walls and floors and doors and roofs.
Oh, okay. So under walls, we've got fine stone, fine parapets, fine decor.
Decorated parapets, yeah.
Got some. We got these new fine stone roofs.
Yeah, which are super cool. My 2 favorite things, though, and let's just add a couple of things here. Not build a full castle. You'll see the castle when you start the game up. You probably saw it at the beginning of this video.
Perhaps right.
But
Full spot.
actually, let's put it on the outside of your wood walls. So if you go into structure and then go to add-ons.
Oh, all right. Going to structure. Going to add-ons.
we have spires now. So if you click on
Spire.
spires, you can add spires. And there's two variants of it. There's a wall attached variant and a corner attached variant. And so like we could add a cool little decorative spire
Oh.
to our castle here. That's so cute.
Might need to have that thing built before I can add the cap.
Oh, you but yeah, the intent is that you will, be able to put a little spire there, and you can also do supports. And we wanted to make it so you could, you know, make your castle your own. So beyond just the functional aspects of the castle, you can now attach decorative spires and supports and arches.
Oh, arches. Okay, cool. Arches. So if I wanted to like build something here. Oh, come on.
Oh, perfect.
There we go. Okay, sweet. Cool. That's neat.
And then there's actually another thing that you can add to that, which is the portcullis. So if you go in structure, add-ons, portcullis. So this
Oh,
basically turns a doorway or an archway. It just turns it into a hard barricade. Like it's effectively a wall at that point. It's decorative. Someday we might make these openable and closable and do drawbridges and all that stuff. But we gotta do sometime we have to ship updates. And so,
I should have probably built this on top of some columns so that it was a little bit taller, but that's pretty cool.
yeah, and so there's new decorations and a new set of roofs and a whole new building tier. And so that new fine stone tier is more valuable than any of the other tiers. And it costs roughly what the old stone tier used to cost in terms of stone raw resources. So that means the existing stone tier has been made cheaper, which means people will be able to start building that stuff much sooner.
Chris,
But
one thing I noticed when in our battle, right, we just like smashed that ramshackle house with one hit. The stone, right? That's like more catapult resistant, basically.
that's right. Yeah, and it only goes up from there, right? So like anytime someone shoots a catapult at your base or you shoot at theirs or whatever, all the items take damage, everything gets damage in there. So as you're thinking of how you want to set up your defenses, you might want to protect your most valuable stuff inside of a room, a bunker that's built out of fine stone, and it'll be the safest.
That's cool.
And then, there's another thing that we could do here, which is if you go in the build menu, under tactical, right next to the catapult. So shovels have always been decorative, and now they have a use. So the tooltip there, so it says anybody that touches it, they get a 50% movement speed debuff that lasts for 5 minutes. And so that's not 5 real-world minutes, that's 5 in-game minutes, which actually corresponds to seconds. And so it's basically the time that they walk through that space, and they'll keep getting it if they're in that space. But what's cool is you can use these to kind of set up, if you're doing a kill box setup or if you're doing some kind of defensive thing, just keep in mind that they affect everybody, allies, and anybody that goes in that space. So, what you could do is have a series of gates that lead to that area that you lock when you're not expecting a raid, so your people don't go that way, and then you unlock when you are expecting a raid to channel people through your slowdown box.
Right.
So you can use it.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then one other thing probably worth talking about is if you click on the what used to be the kingdom screen, it is now the world screen. And so it no longer automatically plays all the changes that have happened in your world. Instead, they're queued up and displayed on the right. And so you can click any of those to see kind of, a log of recent events that have happened in your world. If that person's piece, quote unquote, is still on the board, then you'll jump to their location. But yeah, this got a usability pass across it. So, and then the other big change on the screen is it now represents the up to the second, via, now that we have the messenger hawks, information travels faster. And so this is actually everybody in their actual positions at this moment in
That's
time. So
cool.
there's no
And
longer delay.
Chris, this was our battle, wasn't it, right here?
It was, yeah. So notable people will show up there if you've met them, and they will only
Mm,
show up on the board if you've met them. So that's worth keeping in mind. And then, yeah, their deaths will be logged up there, whether it's via you or someone else. And what's that?
um,
Oh, yeah, you can click people here now.
oh. And so, oh, that's cool. So you can go straight to your quest from the map here.
Yeah, that's right. And if you zoom out, there's probably a smaller head somewhere. It might be. Is it N's down there? Down to the left? Yeah, N.
Oh,
That.
M?
Yes. Yeah, see that one? It's a little bit
Oh,
smaller,
yeah.
not noticeably smaller. That's an actual party. That's not a kingdom. And so that party is related. If you click on N, they're linked to that quest, Assassinate Liars, and they are the liars. And so it kind of shows you, if you want to see where the people are, if you click that real quick,
Hmm.
you'll go over to the quest tab, and you can see that there's a button on location down there. If you click that, that actually jumps to that location. And so
Cool.
if you want to see how far your people are going to travel, it does take different amounts of time. And if you're delegating it, that's how long they're going to be away from your base. And so, if you want to take that into account, that information is there for you.
Well, maybe, you know what? I'd love to delegate right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. So, thy magnificent. There's a party harboring liars nearby. Teach them a lesson. I don't know if, killing someone's teaching them a lesson because they can't learn super good afterwards. But,
Maybe, if we let the fraternizers, that's a hard word to say, fraternizers go, they may learn something. 16 silver, let's do it.
all right. This
All right,
is beneath sending Cardinal Tucky, though.
Yeah, so that's what's cool. So I was telling you earlier, Juan is our builder, Nen is our crafter. So I usually, they're also our best fighters, so it's tough, but I usually avoid sending them. But you can either start from the top or the bottom and just get some people in there. Uh-oh, not enough travel meals.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, we have a decision to make.
I think we have to send our heavy hitters then, personally.
Okay, well, it might only take 2 of them. Low, high. So if you hover over the high down there, I don't even think you need Chris.
Oh, yes, the high down here. Right.
Yeah, look, you're already outgunning them.
All right. All right.
So
So,
the interesting thing about delegating, your people can die, and if they die, they're on some other map, and they're just gone now. And so, keep that in mind before you send people when they're outclassed. Whoever you send, they're at risk, so you want to keep that in mind. And they're also going to be gone for a while, so it will impact your production. I like sometimes to go. I like sometimes to just send people. I like sometimes to ignore. I like having the option, right? Like basically, this is a way for you to kind of choose how often you're engaging with combat, some of the more challenging things. And the interesting thing that I found from this playthrough, I haven't researched really any crafting. I haven't been crafting anything.
mm,
So like I have found that via sending people on these adventures, as well as the new tweaks that we made to the trading system, that I'm actually able to sustain my people's wants and keep them pretty decked out just via other means, which is really cool. That's
that is
always been kind of the goal.
that's awesome. All right, let's send them.
Yeah, done.
Good luck, Juan, and then.
Yeah, we hope to see you later. And so we can track them out here in the world. They have not left the base yet. But oh look, they're sitting there right inside of our warm little king's base.
All right, there's Juan.
Juan just dropped their stuff, and there's Z while walking, which is nice. and they're on their way out of here. So Juan and Nen are going away for a while. And if you click on one of them and try to tell them to do something, it's going to tell you
Traveling.
they're busy. They're busy. They have an adventure to do. Goodbye, friends. Good luck. So Juan and Nen are now just like all the parties that stop by your place and raid you and whatever. They're going to go out there and do it, and it's actually running the same logic. So the same simulation that we use to simulate all the battles between other kingdoms is what's going to run when these guys get over there and engage with them. And so now up top, you'll notice their portraits are grayed out now, and so Juan and Nen are grayed out. They're away. We can still click on them and see their character sheets and get some information about them, but we cannot tell them what to do, and so we're kind of operating down a little bit for this period of time.
Oh, it's spring.
It's spring. Time to put that farm to use.
Let's see, how far did they make it? Yeah, they're getting pretty close.
Yeah, they're well on their way.
Oh, I want to show off a desert biome before we go. I don't know if that's possible, but okay. Well, our wolves.
Listen, corpse disposal and Clap likes to hang out in the. He likes to tend to the wolves.
Are the wolves like sleeping? They're just hanging out with the corpses.
I mean, that's what they do. Like they like to eat. They like to. They like to have two boys, and they're happy. Look at
that sweet wolf.
All right. If you press 4 and fast forward, we should.
Oh yeah, sorry. Right.
Get our people back not too long. It takes like, if it's close like that, it'll be a day there and a day back maybe. I don't know what's going on over here.
Oh,
He's still sleeping. Jesus made it. And you can see Jesus has his crime, even though we brought him back here. As long as he's in our custody, he will have that crime. If we free him, he will not have that crime anymore because we have forgiven him.
I think Jesus is having some medical problem. That's like, he's
healing. You gotta sleep to heal. Recovery takes time. Oh, they're on their way back. They have dealt with the problem, it looks like. We do obscure the information a little bit. If you go delving, you can kind of figure out whether they made it or did it or not. But, I like to be surprised when they come back.
Well, we'll know in a few seconds, I guess. Oh, no!
Juan! Oh. So, these assassinate missions are actually really interesting. And the thing that makes them interesting is that it comes down to more than just raw combat power. What could have happened here, and it does happen when you go there yourself, is that if the fight started and then, the other party is like, we're out of here, we're retreating. If they make it off the map, then they escaped. The liars escaped, and so you failed the mission. And we have you failed the adventure, and so we have a couple others. We have this one, which is assassinating criminals. We have the rebel one, which we did. I think if you scroll down, there's probably one related to kidnapping, maybe somewhere.
Bagfat is being attacked by rabid animals.
Oh yeah, so there are villages to defend, and then there's one other type in here.
Yeah, tribute.
Maybe.
Rescue.
No. Rescue. And so, kidnappers can kidnap people, nobles from other kingdoms. And so if you go and rescue those people, they'll go back to their kingdom. But you need to rescue them. You can rescue them before the fight starts. And if they make it off the map, then you're good. But if you do rescue them and then they still don't make it home, like if you take them out or something, then you are not successful. You have not been successful.
Well, Chris, should we go on this final probably suicide mission against a much more powerful force? What do you think?
Let's do it. Yeah. There's really a lot of rebels. Turns out running a kingdom generates people that don't like you.
So,
Click, 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 click.
I don't think this is gonna go very well.
I like to sing the click song when I click all the people.
Oh, it's good. And we restocked our travel meals. That's great.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, I have a outstanding. We have an outstanding. Make sure we have 10 travel meals. It's good to have like with our commands you can keep kind of however many queued that you want.
And we should bring wood again, I think.
I think we should try it without
Okay.
the catapult.
Okay. No catapults. We'll have to be a little bit more tactical. Oh, I thought we were going to Liza.
So what's cool is they're, in addition to their settlement being different each time, their defensive, how on guard they are can be different as well. Like desert!
This is a cool map. Ooh, yeah. This is a cool little...
This little bit. Yeah, so the first thing I like to do is to see if the people are defending. Like, do they look like they're enlisted? Because if they do, then like you might want to watch them for a second or two. Because if they go to guard posts, no, these guys don't care. If they go to guard posts, then that means they're actively defending. If they're not actively defending, then we can... Oh, wait. He pulled his sword out. Oh, they were just stocking up. Okay, yeah, so they're actively defending. So, what this means for us is that as soon as we approach, they are probably going to fight us. This is their version of being enlisted. They have nice windows in their roof. That's nice. Yeah, so we can kind of figure out how we want to approach. We don't exactly know where everybody is, although a lot of them are guarding outside. You can see they're rotating between different guarding positions.
Maybe we should we could circumnavigate around and try and like use this as cover and come in like that.
Sounds great.
Let's select all of them. List. Right, so we can do maybe a little bit of...
So Matt is holding shift, in case you're unaware, to queue up commands. So he's gonna
right, good still.
Hopefully don't get spotted.
I should have checked our melee comparisons. I don't know if how we stack up with them melee wise, but I guess we're gonna find out.
By the way, if you pause real quick, a quick way to know if someone is better at melee or ranged is if they have both available to them, they'll choose the one that is better suited to what they're doing right now. So if you look up top right now, you can see bows on the people that have chosen to put their bows on.
Ah, that's cool.
People, so like at a glance, you can be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna select this bow person and put him in bow range, or this person's gonna melee and run in. So that'll give you kind of some information.
It looks like they're actually pretty melee heavy, so maybe we do bows, defend here, and then we can put swords people in front of them here.
That sounds good. And I would space the bow people out a little bit because they do avoid taking shots when there's the potential for friendly fire. Ooh, so one thing that Weed has there, that question mark above their head, that's an active ability that will make them ignored or effectively invisible tactically. And so Weed, for example, you could activate that and have them go in and just like go ham on people, and they won't get targeted until that runs out. And so that's a good one to have.
All right, we get in there.
I like it. Okay.
25. Oh. Get him.
They spotted you. Okay. So they know that someone's there, but they're like not quite sure about. They're just running around and we.
I'm taking Weed back. Okay. It's about to run out.
Listen, don't take my advice. We got a good hit in. Okay, we got one hit in. It worked.
Okay.
Mission accomplished, Weed. You did good, Weed. All right, let's get him. Yes.
There we go. There we go. There we go. All right.
Firing back. Oh, Zachary. Zachary took an arrow to the throat. Oh, here they come. So some of them will not abandon their guard post right away. Others will. Looks like they have been aggravated enough that they're coming. Get that guy.
Backbooks. I'm trying to like pick a few to eliminate. Oh crap. I'm not sensing this is going very well.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Garlic.
Okay. Focus targets, yeah. Oh, hack.
Hack's getting hacked.
Trouble? Versus in trouble. So when I'm engaged in a melee like this, I do tend to put them on push. That way,
Oh right, yes.
even though they're in defend here, and you give them a target, they will still prefer to hold their position. Push it. Surround it a little bit. This does look a little precarious, but the good news is all we have to do is get them to retreat. So this person firing arrows in at us is not my favorite. There's two of them.
Oh, also, real quick, in case we die, just to show.
Oh, a little treasure
Look at that.
chest. Yeah, sweet. Looks like one of our arrows must have taken out that roof.
Eee.
Okay, okay.
I think I'm gonna bring some of my archers back a little bit. I guess out to.
Nice cycle, like hack.
Yeah, hack's in trouble. Although hack does have the
Oh, the defensive
skin, the iron skin or whatever. Stone skin.
Hack and wrecking that person.
Yeah, hack's pretty tough. Clap. Trouble. Okay.
Claps down.
Hey, we're like we might survive this.
We just have to get them to retreat. And you don't know when their morale is going to break exactly, which is the thing I appreciate about our game. It's kind of realistic.
Fortunately, they're kind of blocked from hitting our people with the backs of their own people.
Yeah, they're similar to your people. They kind of don't want to shoot their own people right in the back, you know?
Listen, sometimes you just gotta send it.
Listen, you got this. I think you're going to get it.
All right, here we go. Oh.
All right. Listen, if you want to have an arrow war, well, we have like 6 people that can shoot arrows. All right, Rydia.
All right, I'm gonna get in there and just. Forgot I could do this, you know?
That's good. Okay.
This is some close quarters combat right here.
Yeah, there's some alleyway fighting.
Hack.
So they didn't retreat, but the thing is, I don't know if we have seen all of them. There might be someone inside still.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Right, because there's still tons of.
Yeah, it depends on whether they all came out, but I think they might have retreated by now if they all.
All right, let's break down this door.
No targets in there. Press Z. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Check this. So one trick, by the way, if you pause real quick.
Yep.
And then click on that door, you'll see its health, 38. So you can actually look for weak points on the structure. If you're really, you know, yeah, okay, the door is the weakest, which typically can be the case, but it is worth checking sometimes because, like, when you're trying to free prisoners, for example, and you want to get in there and see.
All right, 51, 94. Oh yeah, this is actually weaker right here. Oh, that door is unlocked.
Yes, attack the wall.
Okay, well.
Oh, last one. Okay.
Oh yeah, this wall is really weak right here. Ooh, that was cool seeing those pop in.
Yeah, super cool. All right, there's no one here.
Maybe we need to.
The downed people. So their resolve was strong enough that they were never going to retreat.
Well, let's do a good old, you know. Execution. Oh no.
They had
Makes
very
sense.
strong resolve. All it took was an axe to the face to break it, and they're done now.
Goodbye, Sloth.
Listen, they were holding out hope. They thought maybe they could do it. So
Well,
one
maybe we
trick
should
to-
check out this chest real quick.
Yeah, so you can actually have multiple people do it if you want.
All right. Guess we should let's knock down this door.
I think it's unlocked. Just go.
Oh, really? Oh well.
It was weak. It's nice to destroy things.
That's
that
right.
belong to
Sometimes you
rebels.
just gotta destroy. All right, you three. Let's loot treasure chest.
So the best way to open a treasure chest is to just to pull arrows out of yourself first.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go. Look at all this shiny loot.
Oh, look at that. We got that's some pretty good armor, honestly.
If you click in the upper left.
Uh-oh.
Um,
Clap. I forgot about clap.
Died. That is bleeding out. I mean, we did have. Tucky is down. Your ruler.
Oh,
is
no.
okay. Hover over their health bar.
18 minutes.
Oh.
I don't think this
That's
is gonna
okay.
go well.
This is not. This isn't good. Wait, not smooth. You want treat?
Oh yes, treat. Here,
Oh, no,
we're gonna
this is no good.
multi-treat.
Yeah,
Oh, 13
there's
minutes?
only so many hands that can get in there.
Uh,
Hey, Otto. So
what?
if you hover on the health bar up top under their portrait, it will show you that too without having to click on the yeah.
3, 2.
Happening. 6 minutes, 5. No, this is trouble. We're gonna get a new ruler.
And dead.
You got Tucky killed.
Oh.
Oh, the last gasp
Well,
of blood.
I think this was a noble fate to end on. You know, like this was quite. Look at this battle here. You know, this was an impressive.
That's difficult.
This is a good battle.
Yeah, so we can triage people here, or since there's no hostiles, we can just click return up top and go home.
Well, Chris, does this conclude our little look into the adventure update?
I think it does. I'm very upset that Tucky has died. We will be save scumming, and so that. Oh look, Leader Juan is leading us back.
Oh yes.
Juan is going to be our new ruler.
I
So when your ruler dies on one of these adventures, you'll get a new ruler before the adventure resolves when you get back home. Cardinal Tucky's portrait on the map.
for now. It's a bittersweet return, a Pyrrhic victory. If I might have said that word wrong, I probably did.
Pyrrhic? I have no idea. Oh, there goes Cardinal Tucky.
Oh, you're in like Tucky. Con Juan's time. That's pretty cool.
That's like Don Juan.
Don Juan. Okay, well,
Oh,
rip
casualties,
Tucky.
Clap, Tucky. You know, it happens. Sometimes
And Clap
you
got
bite
clapped.
off- Yeah, but sometimes you bite off more than you can chew. But Clapper likes our new ruler, so hey, this is off on a good foot. And we got this sweet helmet, so I hope it was worth it.
Oh, and there goes a messenger bird.
Yep, their messenger has dropped that helmet and is now on its way back home. And so we can watch for. So you can notice sometimes you'll see when they come in. When there's a new mission.
Well, I feel like that's got to be a perfect exiting shot right there.
And goodbye, bird.
All right, well,
sweet.
that was fun. Thanks everybody for listening to us stream and ramble and all that stuff. And check out the adventure update. It's my favorite update we've done thus far.
Yeah, for sure, everybody. Thanks again for checking out the game and all the support. Thank you, Matt, for driving and letting me backseat drive.
See everybody. Bye.
Bye.